What's going on? It's your boy Got Bite 2009. Just trying to see something. I got another good one for y'all today. Ain't nobody, I don't know who in the chat room yet, but at least it'll give me some time to go ahead and set up the video and get everything straight. But I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. And I just want to do something for y'all, man, because y'all know I love making plenty of content for you. So I just want to do something for y'all right quick. Thank you for the love. Thank you all for supporting my last video. I appreciate the love. And I got another good one for y'all today. And I haven't forgot about none of the requests, but I just do stuff in a different way. Even when I see everybody doing their own little thing, I got my own way of doing stuff. So y'all gonna enjoy it. So I appreciate the love and y'all supporting all my stuff. I appreciate it. Y'all know how I do. I setting everything up, give everybody a little time to come into the chat. Plus, I'm gonna make sure I share it. Make sure my supporters. I try to, the best I can. Even when my notifications are messed up and they not getting out or whatever, I try to put that extra time in to make sure y'all get them. So I go ahead and share the video for y'all. Let's see. Matter of fact, let me do this now. This video gonna be in particular is gonna be kind of deep because I know there's a lot going on, and this video is gonna give you a more personal feel, about us, and just give y'all something to enjoy, because I know a lot of people are going through a lot, so I try to give y'all some good stuff so y'all can have something to enjoy. you know some of you might need just something just to take your mind off certain things, and I just want to give y'all something that's enjoyable to to check out right quick. Let me see. Share this, make sure everybody get it. And I know it's a little holiday or whatever, so I'm not gonna make this one like my usual ones. I mean, unless everybody come in or whatever, and people want me to keep it up, but it might not be the one that I really keep up or whatever. But I'm gonna make sure it's still gonna be really good. So sometimes y'all know if if you just watching or whatever, Sometimes I do videos that I do sporadically, and they like rare videos, but sometimes I won't even keep them up. But if you're checking it out, I'll make sure I give y'all something worth watching. Let me set everything up. Y'all give me a second. Try to set everything up and get it like I used to seeing it. Okay. And I'll make sure I speak to everybody in the chat room, so don't worry about that. And I appreciate it. I don't know if any of my moderators in there, but if any of my moderators in the chat room, thank you so much. And I'll be reading the chat in a few minutes. Because sometimes I used to jump into these in such a hurry that it wouldn't be too many people in the chat room, but I would still jump into them. And then as I'm getting into it and almost finished, getting close to finishing up, then everybody would stop popping in, and I'd be like, wow, if I would, be a little bit more patient and give everybody some time to come in. So that's the only reason. So I appreciate those who wait patiently, those who come straight in here. I appreciate that. I'm just trying to give everybody a little time, and it gives me a moment to set everything up. And I didn't think I was gonna do one today, to be honest with you, but this popped up in my head, and I found myself scribbling this down. So I'm like, man, I gotta share this with my viewers. This is a really good topic for me to really do today. So, what's going on? Good morning, Jay Bird. What's going on, Mary Johnson, Maria, Tanisha Ford? Hey, oh yeah, I gotta share this on my other one too. No, I don't. I ain't gotta do that. I made. Oh, thank you, Erica Lee. What's going on, Royals Mom? I don't see none of my moderators here yet, but that's fine. Y'all give me 1 second. Let's give everybody 1 or 2 minutes to come in. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Y'all make sure y'all like all that good stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this one. One thing you gotta realize when you dating a Scorpio man, when you're with a Scorpio man, just like today, a lot of people celebrate Memorial Day. A lot of people, which is wonderful. It's good to keep the memories of loved ones and things like that. And that has a big part to do with the Scorpio man. And I say this because a lot of people don't realize like everything in the time where you with this individual, everything when you with the Scorpio man is just like Memorial Day, but people only take like one day or take an occasion or take a small moment in time, just to cherish it, or they think it's only a particular time that you're supposed to look at days and cherish it and appreciate it. But when you think about Scorpio man or Scorpio individual as a whole, you got to realize that we are a type of individual that has a sentimental memory. And what I mean by sentimental memory is we cherish every moment. We are type of individuals that know every moment matters, that time is very, very valuable. You know what I'm saying? Something that's very, very valuable. We understand that's it's more than a material. You know what I'm saying? Because how you think about a person, even with a person with with much riches in the world, certain people always gonna say, I wish I can go back to that moment in time. I wish I could appreciate that moment in time. I wish I can go back to this particular age and time. I wish I could be there in that particular time. To remember that loved one. I remember that family member. I remember that individual that you appreciate and that you learn to love. But some people do that periodically, or some people do that only at a certain moment, or it only takes certain times to do that. But when it's Scorpio, you gotta understand that this is an individual that cherished something like extremely deep. You know what I'm saying? When you think about the emotion, like the memory of a Scorpio, it's just like an ocean. You know what I'm saying? When you think about the memory and the elaborate, in the process of a Scorpio and how we cherish things in the moments of time, it's like an ocean. Things that we do with a person, the conversations that we talk to an individual is something that we hold very deep to heart. That's why when Scorpios, that's why when we go through death of a loved one, or go through a period of time where something, a tragedy or whatever, is very deep for us because we hold on to every second, every moment of time. When you think about Scorpio, you got to understand this is an individual with a very, very, you know, uh, a very in-depth memory, a person that has a very, very strong recall of moments of time. Like I was thinking about, wow, I remember, times with my cousin Ronnie, and my cousin Ronnie been gone since 1998 or sometime like that. But me and him was very close, so I appreciate and I cherish that time. So that's the same way, a Scorpio man. That's the same way we think about our relationships. You know what I'm saying? Everything counts. Every moment in time it counts. I know individuals get to the point where how we are as individuals when we build with a person and we get around for a long time. We don't seem to appreciate them, and I realize that I look at people, what I'm saying, and I a lot of people don't understand, realize that, and even when I see like a lot of guys that people call that during their lifetime they wasn't appreciated, during the lifetime they weren't looked up at, they weren't looked as the main person to really hold the cherish, really to be understood by people. But a lot of times when these people leave the earth, whether it's a young age or old age, like people remember them, people feel very sorrowful, are their memories hold very potent substance to it, because they even though they didn't live by people's being understood by people, are necessarily being liked by people, are necessarily following everything somebody want them to do. These people are cherished and these people are loved and very deeply missed when they are here. And Scorpios, we understand that. We understand the substance of that. We understand that in the next 100 years, most of us are going to be gone. Most of us, ain't that crazy thing about in the next 100 years, all of us will be a memory. That's ain't that crazy? That's not a long, and it's not a whole. It's not a whole long time. That's the crazy thing to me that people don't really grasp. I don't know, is because we are so we get so lost into the sauce, as the old he'll tell me. He said don't get lost in the sauce. Like a lot of people take moments and time for granted. A lot of people take people and time for granted, and these same people that and we run each other down. We treat each other like dogs. Like, and we don't laugh with each other. We don't enjoy the time with each other. You know what I'm saying? Small things like that. We don't know how to have fun. We don't know how to come together. We don't know how to grasp the moment. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand. It goes by so quick, and when it's gone, it's gone. It's like we run each other that in that same, and just like Scorpio, like when we're in relationships, people don't cherish us. People don't look at us and see us for what we are. They only look at our scars. They only look at how ruffled we are, or how rough around the edges we are. But when we are gone, people like, wow. And I seen it 100,000 times, and I'm a young individual, but I tell y'all, just like I tell y'all all the time, like Scorpios, we age in dog years and wisdom, so I'm able to observe. It's one thing to be able to speculate and observe and understand, but it's another thing to really be knowledgeable and soak in what you're seeing. And I realized I seen people that lost people for 10 years. There's people, cats that's been gone for like 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And when they was alive, they were being ran down. They were being treated like dogs. They were being persecuted. They were talked about, and they were mocked. But when they leave this earth, and when they here, they gone. People, those same people that were not appreciate them, be looking sad. A lot of those same people be looking like, man, I miss I miss Big Joe. I miss my boy Jay. Me personally, I ain't gonna lie. I miss my boy JJ. You know what I'm saying? My boy JJ, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? I miss my boy because just like everybody else, I took it for granted. I took it for granted be able to walk the street with my boy, be able to laugh and crack jokes with him. You know what I'm saying? Be able to go. You know what I'm saying? Just have fun on a Friday, kick it with my homeboy because I didn't take what every moment in time I didn't cherish because I wasn't at the wisdom that I am now, that to realize that just it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's why Scorpio, every moment matters to us. A lot of some people, you know. And I thought about it yesterday. It hit me like, people. You ask a person nowadays, I bet you half of them don't even know who they talk to today. Ain't that scary? A lot of people don't even know who they talk to. You ask them who they talk to, they can't even name you half the people they talk to and interacted with today because they didn't cherish the moment. They don't even know what kind of people they're interacting with. They don't even know what kind of spirits they have picked up because they don't cherish every moment of time. They don't take every moment for what it is seriously. You know what I'm saying? And like I can see my boys, I can see my family members, I can see my loved ones because every moment that I have, even though a lot of these people have been gone for 20 plus years, I could see them laughing. I could see my homeboys goofing off, flipping their ball cap on the, you know what I'm saying? We laughing, joking with each other, going to football practice, goofing off. I could see those moments because even when I was there, I wasn't just goofing off, just into myself, what's going on with me, all in self-indulgent about me. I was soaking in the moment, but I didn't realize that they used to be like, man, you kind of quiet sometimes. But I didn't realize it even at that time, at a young age, I was grasping the moment because it's crazy. If I was just like a type of person that just jibber jabber and got lost in the mix and never really paid attention and absorbed what's in my environment, I would not remember these moments. I'd be just like everybody else and be like, I don't remember that. Oh, really? I can't, dang, I can't remember that. You remember that? You know what I'm saying? Like I grasp people, I grasp the moment, I soak their energy, I understand them, I memorize them, I can see their face, I pick up their spirit. That's why when Scorpio, he looks at you, we look at you, so our stare is so piercing because we can see, right, we look at your soul. So I was like, I can feel these people. And when I think about it now, and you know what I'm saying, how they, a lot of these same people, not like on some, what I'm saying, some mean whatever, but they used to the joke be like, man, you stared at me so hard, you grasped it, like why you so quiet, or whatever. But at that moment when I think about it now, if I wouldn't have did that, I wouldn't have, a lot of stuff, those memories I wouldn't remember. And I think about it like, man, those days are long gone. Those days can never be reduplicated. That moment in time and those times are never coming back again. You know what I'm saying? And if I didn't capture it, I wouldn't have cherished it. I would have missed all that love. I would have missed all those laughs. Like, it's different for a person to be like, yeah, I kind of remember this, you know what I'm saying? They can recall, some people, a lot of their stories be sketchy and they can't really recall and stuff like that. It's not like that with me. It's like I can remember jokes people cracked. I can remember the stuff they were doing. I can remember the beers, what I'm saying, a person was drinking, and what I'm saying, I grasped the moments. I remember the storefronts that was in particular places. I remember particular people, individuals that people wouldn't even feel like they would matter or they would be remembered. Like I remember, I grasped that. So when you with a Scorpio, man, you got to understand every moment matters, every action, every word, everything you fall short. It's not like he's looking to add and subtract everything from you. Like we are imperfect or some machine or whatever. But it's like one female, she told me, she was moving slow on taking things serious with the Scorpio man, even though he was serious about the situation from the jump street, but she drug her leg on it, and when he started after a year and a half, 2 years, and he started distancing himself, and it started becoming distant and to the point of being almost non-existent. She regretted that because she didn't understand who he was until he was gone. Unfortunately, it took him being completely gone for her to see his presence. Some people don't feel your presence until you're completely out of the picture. Some people don't understand what your worth is until you're completely unreachable, until you're completely as a point of no return. You know what I'm saying? Till you a point where you don't extend the olive branch anymore, to the point you don't cross that road no more. But when you come to a Scorpio, man, we find it. A lot of people don't. This is what a lot of people don't understand about Scorpio. Like we find it extremely hard to just be like, is some people think, oh yeah, Scorpio, and we don't, but that's with an average associate. Yeah, with an associate, it's like whatever. But if we a person we build for whatever, and it's like we real, even if we cut you off in a second without even thinking about it, and it seems like we just like whatever, and it's like we stone face. You gotta understand, like deep inside, we really hate to do it. We despise, and that's why it can become so vicious and seem so ruthless, because we really despise being having to destroy something that we put so much trust and so much effort and so much genuine energy into. We become disgusted with it. So the way the situation may end, it could become bad. You know what I'm saying? If you're not on the same page, that's why a lot of people don't understand. That's like even talking to my sister. You know what I'm saying? I talked to my sister about my sister. That passed away, and it's like certain things I tell her, and memories and stuff. She would look at me like, I genuinely don't remember that. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't dig into it because I know it pains her that she can't recall these things. But it's like, man, she really don't remember that. It's crazy, and it's nothing that I could really do. You know what I'm saying? I can replay videotapes and show pictures, but it's like it's not the same as being there and remembering that moment with that person. You know what I'm saying? It's like I grasped that. Like even when other kids, that's why I told you I was like a lot of Scorpio children are different. I grasp adult characteristics at even if they weren't fully mature, absolutely not. But I grasped adult characteristics at an early age, like memorizing, cherishing the moments. Because if I didn't have that, I wouldn't remember a lot of stuff from. I remember the stuff from the night. I like vividly. I remember the guys with the high top fades, with the big walkie talkies on their ears, hopping out of BMWs. Like I remember that time period. Like I remember, dudes bumping their speakers down the. You might see 20 dudes hanging outside, like 500 people outside. You know what I'm saying? This, this is a different time period. People outside. It, actually outside. People used to actually be outside talking to each other and big. And I'm saying it wasn't hostile. You know what I'm saying? It was always the knuckleheads, but it wasn't the hostile. It was love. It was still genuine love somewhere. Genuine love was in the center of it all. It was never hatred and envy and wickedness was never the center of civilization. It was never the center of my world that I grew up in. You know what I'm saying? And I was able to understand that. I was like, wow. It was periods of time where I could listen to certain radio stations and certain moments, and I realized I was like, wow. Like even one time, I'm gonna tell y'all something because I know a lot of y'all have a mature mind, so a lot of y'all can understand where I'm coming from with this. Like it was a time where I heard a Stevie Wonder song, like it was his album he dropped like 2005, 2004. I think it was one of the last albums Stevie Wonder did, and I was like wow, and something just hit me like I will never hear this again. This man will probably never make music again. People don't even push Stevie Wonder. People don't even understand what a Stevie Wonder means to music. You know what I'm saying? He alive, but people ain't. People don't really. People know he a great artist, but people don't really cherish him. You know what I'm saying? People don't really cherish him. He's a musical icon, but he's not gonna be loved because he's alive. Ain't that something? He's not gonna be looked at because he alive. Because he didn't die at 40 in his 40s and 20s and 30s, he's not going to be appreciated. Ain't that something? You know what I'm saying? And it's a time when I seen Raphael Sadiq perform on 106 in Park, and I was like, wow, I will never see this. Is the last time I'm gonna ever see anything like this. It's like it dawned on me that I knew this moment in time, these kind of performers, this kind of feeling, this authentic talent is never gonna be seen again. And it kind of it dawned on me, and it really made me sad. Like I knew it was not gonna be the same again. I knew the world wasn't gonna be the same again. And it's like right after that stuff just started flipping. That's why one thing. That's why when you talk about dealing with Scorpio, that's why I tell y'all all the time we gonna be an old soul. He's gonna be a very different individual because he can grasp every moment in time. He can grasp every um, conversation. He can grasp every movie he watched with you. He remembers stuff that you wouldn't even remember about certain situations. Like I can go up to people that I haven't even seen in years. I can go up to somebody I ain't seen in 10, 15 years, and they be like, "Yo, blah 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 blah. I want to get it. You know what I'm saying, man? I ain't been able to see you in years, man. Let me get your number, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been able to find you in all this time. I give him my number. Boop boop boop. My name pop up right in their phone because I ain't changed my I ain't changed my number. I'm a little old fashioned. So they get caught up in their own. They get caught, and I don't hate them for it. I dislike them for it, but I capture the moment. I cherish people. I don't view things like other people view things. I don't do things like other people will do things because I think differently. Like I go up to somebody be like, "Oh, remember such and such." I remember old girl. They be like, it could be their brother. It could be even be their sibling, close to their sibling. They be like, Jeff, this dude brought up Jeff. This dude brought up Jeff, and they just shake their head, laughing like almost in a confusion, like this dude said Jeff, and Jeff been gone for 20 some years, and he but I don't feel like that. A Scorpio is not gonna feel like that. A person only dies in this time, in this frame, but spiritually and eternally, a person never dies. A person with the real spirit, a person with the real soul, it don't matter how long they gone in this physical time, they never die. That person never dies. That's what people don't understand. Like what you do in this lifetime, it does matter beyond this lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Your impact is gonna reach. It depends on how you live. Your impact can reach years and years and years. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all give me a second. That's why. So remember, everything you do with a Scorpio, everything you say to a Scorpio, whether it's negative, whether it's positive, it's gonna sink in. It's gonna be taken. So don't just talk to him any kind of way. Don't just do a Scorpio any kind of way because we cherish everything that's there, everything that's happening, everything that's going on in the situation. He's gonna soak in. He's gonna remember. Let me see. Hey, Scotch Love. Good morning. Good morning, Tarnisha Ford. Hey, Josie. You, you Mary Johnson. Morning. Good morning. Hey, good morning, Carolyn. Thank you so much for checking in. Hey, Wayne Jasper, thank you. I got some of my moderators up in here. Good morning. Lost in the sauce of life. Yeah, you're right. Uh, what about soaking in the moment of a painful event? Can a Scorpio ever let that deep pain go? N- Um, it's not like ever let it go because just like I told you, we soak in everything, but he could take his pain and recycle it, that same pain, into positive energy, into a positive outlet, into a positive source. Like I told you, I seen people in all types of wicked situations growing up, all types of turmoil and all types of stuff that people wouldn't believe. So I'm sorry because it's really hard for me to talk about, but it's like through my tragedies, I've been able to overcome that. People that have been through stuff I've been through, they and I had to go through it too, where it was the nightmares, the the visions, the flashbacks and stuff. Like I could have the reaction of a Vietnam veteran or a war veteran, you know what I'm saying, because of the things I experienced. You know what I'm saying? I could have the life of a Vietnam veteran. I can understand the pain of a Vietnam veteran or a veteran of Afghanistan, veteran, the ones from the wars, all the wars that we've been through. Like I can understand that, what even if it's a neighborhood veteran, you know what I'm saying? Just he could be a Jamaican veteran, you know what I'm saying? No matter what, a war is a war. No matter what, a war is a war. You know what I'm saying? And I've been able to use outlet. I didn't let it destroy me. You know what I'm saying? I had to go through it. All Scorpios and always have to go through that pain, but I had to use it. I put that same pain into my writing. I put that same pain into my paintings. I put that same pain into my drawing. So I recycled that pain into energy, into positive, to helping people, to reaching out to people, to putting positive input to a person. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people take that same pain and those experiences, and it drives them crazy. It makes them seeing certain things and viewing certain things. You can almost become desensitized to uh, reality. You can become desensitized to people's pain, because if you used to seeing something on a daily basis that's abnormal, it can start becoming normal. You know what I'm saying? So he can definitely, it's definitely something he can get over, but it's going to be in his own due time. That's all I can say, Jay Bird. It's going to happen in due time. It's not going to be a particular time. It's not going to be a particular moment, but he definitely can't overcome it. uh that's why when I look at stuff, and a lot of Scorpios look at stuff, it's not about being over serious, but it's like, we don't it's not a joke. Life is not a joke. This moment is not a joke. Our time, we can make light of it, have fun doing that our experience, but we got to know, even a joke and having fun is something to cherish. Like I cherish those moments. We used to joke, just having a joking session with me and a bunch of my homeboys, like classic moments in my mind now. Classic moments. I wish I would have had a VHS camera. What they had, the VHSs back in the 90s and 80s. I wish I would have recorded so much of those moments. So many of those people are gone. It's crazy. So many of those people are gone, and all I have is photographic memory in my mind of these moments, because we took it for granted. Everything can't be recorded. Everything can't be, you know, you know, we can't have that leisure to do that. But it's like some of the moments we took for granted. We could have had somebody easily do that, because so many people do it all the time during that time. But a lot of those times people ask me like, why, man, y'all had some of those classic moments, man, and you was there. Like, why didn't you record it? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, for one, I was young as I don't know what. Two, black, us as African Americans, a lot of us couldn't afford that type of equipment. It was expensive to have a recording camera back in the early '90s. You know what I'm saying? It was expensive to have that type of stuff back then. So if you didn't have a little snap camera, you know what I'm saying, you just weren't gonna have it. Some people are lucky to have two, three unless you was with your family, it wasn't cool to just be snapping pictures. It wasn't cool to be in a picture with a bunch of dudes just to be doing it. Like, oh look, man, we just take some pictures. You know what I'm saying? We were having a good time. Somebody would just grab a picture and just be like, do 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 do, and everybody would still be talking, laughing, drinking, whatever they doing. It wasn't like, oh, let me take a selfie. Everybody stop what you're doing. Let me, you know what I'm saying? They might say cheese or something like that. Everybody be like, y'all know how they did back in the day. Everybody be like, what up? Like, you know, I do the, you know what I'm saying? And then everybody keep going. It won't like no selfies and all that stuff now. So it was way different. But those moments were classic. Those moments was like I wish I could bring half of those dudes back, but it's those I took it for granted. I took those moments for granted. I took that time for granted. It's crazy, man. When people think about time, man. When you think about time, think about it in retrospect. Now, it's kids that's not even here no more. That was younger than you were. That was a lot younger than I were. That's not even here. They haven't been here for a long time. Children that are here, that's here and gone, never coming back. They gone. Moments in time. You know what I'm saying? These are moments in time. You know what I'm saying? People take for granted, old people that help the community. You know what I'm saying? Men that put their life on the line, like people that will never be here no more. You know what I'm saying? When these people leave the earth, this effect it has a deep impact on society, on how life is moves on. Even though it seems like, oh, those are just, you know what I'm saying, that's just a natural, but it has a deep impact, man. Because even one person leaving can make a whole empire fall to its ground. If that person had a certain light, that person had a certain light in their spirit to hold certain things together. Oh yeah, Carolyn. Let me see. Hey, thank you, Wonders Love. I see Wonders Love up in here. Let me see. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. I always love seeing y'all come in here, man. It makes my heart feel good. I'm gonna say it like I hope people make my heart feel good. Hey, Erica Lee, what's going on? Make me feel all warm and fuzzy. Let me see. What you said? Look like Damon Wayans. He like make me feel all fuzzy. Let me see. What about soaking? Okay. Let's see. What do you say about Stevie Wonder? Stevie Wonder is a legend, and his music just feels good. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But people don't. People will always. You know, it's crazy. People overlook that. You know what I'm saying? People don't cherish that. You know what I'm saying? It's kids walking down, you know, like India, like, you know what I mean? What we like, even me, like, I ain't realized like I stayed so close to so many historical places and so many historical events happen in certain places where I grew up and lived at, and you know, it's just little places we just walk past all the time. Like, you know, oh, that's just the what you call it. Oh, that's just the what you call it house. That place old or whatever. But I didn't realize these places were historical. These places were legendary, but I didn't realize that because I didn't cherish the moment of time. So understand when you with this man and when you build with this man, everything's going to be taken. This hits me hard, even your pets. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right about that, Jake P. You're right about that. Like I was gonna do like one of those, but like the one I did a long time ago. But I wanted to do something that had a little bit more upbeat to it. So I just wanted to do this for y'all, man. Every moment is going to matter to the Scorpio, man. So it's good to understand the Scorpio. That's why it's good to know a Scorpio because he has so much to bring to the table. Because not just because we know so much more, because we hang on to so much more. We hold on to moments of time. We learn stuff and never forget it. We hold on to moments of time with people, events, and things of that nature. So he's going to be an individual that have a very sentimental way of approaching things. He's going to have a very deep memory. He's going to be an individual that can really. That's why when being with a Scorpio, it can feel like being with a Scorpio for 1 year is like 20 years for the average person. So I don't try to make a person seem like it's a light thing. Being with a Scorpio for 6 months is like being with a person for 16 years. You know what I'm saying? Because he is not the average person. He's going to be like people were before internet. You know what I'm saying? And I know it don't really make sense, but it's gonna make sense to certain people. He's not gonna be like a new millennium type of, he's not gonna be like a 21st century type of individual. He's gonna be like a 19th century type of individual. He's gonna have a more old stand-up way of living. He's gonna have a deep values. He's not gonna be a type that needs to be entertained by a bunch of stuff. He's gonna just have his own original personality, his own characteristics. He's gonna be able to bring different pages out of you because he's gonna know how to do that. He's gonna know how to be an individual. He's going to be a person that knows how to make everything count. That's why he's, even if you get mad with him or whatever, you never, it's never going to be a boring moment with the Scorpio because we know how to cherish life. We know how to live it to the fullest. When we know how to make it enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's crazy at times, he's not gonna be a type of individual that you're gonna be like, oh man, it's gonna be it's just nothing there. It's just black and white. It's just gonna be nothing. He's not gonna be that type of individual. He's gonna have all types of colors, even colors you never seen before. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna bring colors out of you never seen before because we know how to, really be in tune with a person. We really know, like it's times where, you know how you had those times where all the electricity go out like a storm or something, and you and your brothers and sisters had to, kick it with each other, or you and your friends or whatever, or you are one person you loved or whatever, y'all just had to build with each other. It built y'all together. It brought y'all closer together. It brought memories that y'all can never forget that time when that happened. If that would have never happened, y'all wouldn't have had those memories. You know what I'm saying? So it's just something. Let me see. I recently bumped into an old friend I haven't seen in over 20 years. I thought he was deceased. We engrossed in a long conversation. It was good to see him again. Absolutely. I'm glad that happened. I'm glad. Let me see. It's always like that until they pass on. Yeah, absolutely. You're right about that, Stacy. You're also right, Stevie Wonder. Nobody talks about him, but everybody would love him because they're so used to, they take it for granted. They're so used to seeing Stevie Wonder here. Stevie Wonder write this song for somebody. Stevie Wonder radio songs on the radio all the time. Stevie Wonder this, Stevie Wonder that, because they're so used to him being played over and on R&B station. I was like, they be like, okay, that's Stevie Wonder. That's the guy with the braids, right? That's the guy that have the, everybody. And even though I know it's a joke or whatever, everybody wanna, yeah, yeah, every time you bring up Stevie Wonder, it's all about how his appearance look or how he looks, trying to make fun of his appearance. Like, who cares? I wouldn't care if he had a boat, but now y'all clapping for rappers with that look stupid. You know what I'm saying? That look utterly ridiculous. But I digress. But it's like, man, this man has so much music, so much stuff he has written, and so much stuff he has created. All people could think about is his appearance. It just let me know the ignorance and the how unappreciative people are of a person's life, of what a person brings to the table, of how a person should be cherished and remembered. Especially in the nation we live in, like we don't appreciate each other. We don't appreciate certain things in time, but when it's gone, people appreciate it because you always hear people about crying about, man, I wish this can go back. I wish we can go back to that. If you would appreciate it when it was there, you wouldn't feel like that. If you would appreciate it when you had it, you wouldn't feel like that because you would have took advantage of it. You would have grasped it. You would have tasted it and you would have smelled it and you would have remembered it. You would have been able to hold it onto it. You know what I'm saying? So when you with a Scorpio, just remember. Oh, let me see, Eric. I find my Scorpio staring at me when I'm not looking, but he looks away. I do that too. I wonder if he's uh logging memories. Yeah, I log memories. That's why that's why don't be surprised when you see a Scorpio just touching you. You know what I'm saying? Just touching your face, looking at you real hard, smelling your skin. We'll smell your skin and stuff like that because we grasp the moment, we grasp the individual, we grasp that person. Like we can feel the texture of a person's skin, smell your hair. You know what I'm saying? Because he's gonna grasp every moment. He's gonna cherish that moment. He's gonna hold a value to every, moment. So let me put in my link one more time. So then I think my moderators who's already been able to do it. You want to donate, please show some love, all that good stuff. I try to do something for y'all because I know most people they'll just whatever. But I really want to do this and just be careful. And one thing I want to say this, like, don't just say anything to him. Don't just be a certain way just because you feel like it's whatever. Nothing is never a whatever with us. It's never really in actuality as a whole. It's never a whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's never nothing should ever be blown off as an instant. You know what I mean, or whatever. Hello, I'm here. 21. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's never. Don't ever brush off something that he's passionate about. Don't ever throw away uh, something that what I'm saying, something that he holds a value to. Don't ever second guess his love because everything is cherished, everything is appreciated, everything is serious. That's why we have such a glare and such a fire in our eyes because we know what this life is. We know that it's a moment in time. We're writing our history as we live. We writing our own history books. We're writing our history in every moment that we live, every moment that we survive. So what is your? Are you gonna live it in misery? Are you gonna have a miserable book? Is your book gonna be written in misery, pain, and sorrow? Are you gonna have pain, sorrow, tragedy, joy, triumph? You know what I'm saying? All those things go together, not just one, not just a section of bad things. It's all one. That's like I had to tell people all the time. This is a beautiful, ugly triumph. This life is full of beauty. It's full of confusion. It's full of it's so many different colors. Don't just look at one color. Look at all the colors because once you look at one color, you might become blinded by it. If you're looking at all black, everything black, you're gonna be blinded. Everything you see is gonna be blinded. Even stuff with beautiful colors, you will overlook. It's just like the person that gets a little bit of Pepsi on their shirt. You be like, damn, yeah, and then they start fussing at everybody in the car. I got this Pepsi on my shirt. I done paid blah 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 on this shirt, but they done missed so many different rare things that they passed by, so many different beautiful scenery, so many different things that they could have seen and talked about at that moment. But you used it to complain. You used it to break each other down. You used it to complain. You use it to make each other miserable, make each other feel bad, make each other feel horrible, and you wasted that time and moment on the wrong energy. You know what I'm saying? On the wrong substance. I don't know how I be getting some of this stuff out. Sometimes I feel out of body when I talk because I be like, what, how did I go there? Like, but hey, you never know what you pick up until you start really opening up about certain stuff. Hey, Naja, let me see. I find script. Okay, make sure I read everybody's stuff. Old people are walking history. You can learn a lot about life in old times as we had. Absolutely, I went to go see my uncle Theodore at the see his little grave site today, and I like, man, I learned a lot from a man that was born in 1919. That was a whole lot of history, and he didn't pass until 2010. So I had a whole lot of history. I was able to soak in so much wisdom and so much everything, even from me listening to classical music and listening to easy listening music. If any of you familiar with easy listening music, like I might even be saying it wrong, Montavani, Beethoven, just like music, just music, straight music, just instruments like pianos, violins, cellos, clarinets. Like I love music. Like some people just like I love music, and then they throw some trash in the CD player. Like no, I'm not one of those individuals. Like I listen to music for real. Like I can break down every note. every fragment. Like I could tell when a person is half singing. I could hear the people way in the background. I could hear the tiny voices. Like I really, really cherish the moment of the music. I cherish the. I listen to stuff in a different ear. You know what I'm saying? I see people in a different light because I know it's a moment in time that's not gonna last forever. It's not gonna be there forever. You know what I'm saying? I take everything in. I'm like one of those people that if I went to an opera, I would just be like, I'll probably just go to sleep or something. Especially if they played like that light music and they didn't, and if they were just like light classical music, like I would just probably go to sleep. Our connection to the eternal is the only thing we have. We can never lose. Absolutely. But sounds like you have planets in Pisces. Oh, why you say that, Erica? I've been listening to cafe music while you've been talking. That's the truth. Yeah, I capture stuff. That's why people look at me strange because I'll sit there and listen to a piano piece. You know, because when you listen to orchestras, they call it pieces. They don't just call it songs. I listen to different pieces. You know what I'm saying? And I just sit there and soak it in like a man that's in his 60s, or a man that's lived many years before me, or a man that's lived in a different time. Like I could soak it in, like, and I memories will fall through my head, memories, good memories, bad memories. Like I soak in time. I lived life and understood when I was living. You know what I'm saying? Seeing it, and you know what I'm saying, realized that I didn't think it was just, oh, it's just another day. You know how some people be like, oh man, just nah, not like that. I don't never want to answer nobody like that again. Some people just answer so nonchalantly because they take life for granted. They take being able to go out for granted. They take walking the streets and being able to walk on their 2 feet for granted. They be like, "Oh, how you doing, man?" You know, I'm just hanging in there. Everything it could be a little bit better. But it's never like, oh, like man, life is great. It's great. I'm feeling great, and I hope you're feeling wonderful. And I want the energy exchange to you. If you're not feeling good, things will get better. It's just a moment in time. Whether it's good, bad, happy, it's just a moment in time. We ain't gonna get that type of reply. Like everything's great, man. Everything's looking up. It's always got to be this undertone of complaints, of heavy heaving, breathing. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't cherish every moment of time. We take every. A lot of people take every moment for granted. You know what I'm saying? So I particularly like the strings. We tend to go off our imagination and love the arts. Yeah, I love art because it holds so much of the time. But I love y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all coming through to check me out. You know, big kid, thank you so much. Thank you so much to Wonders Love. Shout out to who else? Pounds to all my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Wonders Love, Carolyn, R, Jasper. Uh, Thank you, all my moderators, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Paula Jones. Hello, how are you, Paula? How are you? Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. I really, really do. Thank you for really showing love to all my material. Y'all make sure y'all like all my stuff. Check me out. Make sure you enjoy my videos. Share my videos, all that good stuff. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. But thank you so much. Please make sure you like the video. But every moment in time should be cherished. Every moment in time should be appreciated. Don't never overlook time, because even the time that you overlook time will be a time that you will remember. You be like, man, I remember that time when I took time for granted. Shoot. Because every moment counts. Even the moments that you think that don't count are going to count on a different occasion, on a different day. You'll remember that. You'll cherish that. You appreciate that. You'll learn. It'll hit you. Certain people, it takes longer for them to appreciate certain things or certain people, but they will in due time. But Don't wait till it's too late. Don't appreciate that person until it's too late. I take people for granted until it's too late. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate that, Scorpio. Understand that he appreciates you, but appreciate him in the same light that you want to be appreciated. So I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for all the love. Thank you. You know, I will see y'all later, and tune in. Make sure you like the video. Please make sure you go back and like my other videos. I haven't had a notification for my videos put out since the 27th of April. So please make sure you watch my videos. Go like my videos that you haven't seen. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the love. It means a lot. Thank you. Thank you. I will see y'all later. Y'all be peaceful. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. You know what I'm saying? And understand, even though you might have somebody that might be going to a different place, always understand it matters what you held on to. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold on to what you didn't do, what wasn't happening, what you didn't say. Hold on to what mattered, what you did do, what the moments you did share, the happiness that you did enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that for granted. Don't be so overwhelmed by grief and bad memories that you forget and cherish the moments. Don't forget to cherish the individual. Don't forget to cherish their life, because that's selfish of us to do. Don't let your own personal pain or your own personal rejection or whatever get in the way of cherishing a moment or cherishing your life or cherishing somebody else's life. So with that being said, I love y'all. Peace out.